Hey, what's up, guys? Ivan here with getivan.com. And in this video, we're going to be talking about my business-to-business scraping service improvements. So this is video version 1.0. This is mainly for my customers on Fiverr and who I've been doing a lot of scraping for. I have a lot of good repeat customers there. And for you guys, I just wanted to talk about some of the improvements that I've made to my scraping systems because I've made huge leaps in the underlying tech of my service, and it's just getting better and better. I just want to thank you guys also for your support, and I just want to keep trying to improve it for you guys and keep giving you a better and better product over time. So if you haven't subscribed to my mailing list, by the way, please do that so that you can stay up to date with these videos. It's over here at sendfox.com/getivan. And it also helps to subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can stay up to date with, various things that I'm talking about. But if you subscribe to that mailing list, I'm going to explicitly include, uh, you know, service infrastructure updates and improvements in that mailing list because I want my customers, my clients to know about these things. So we got several points here. First things first, a better proxy setup. This is a very long story. There's a video that I published just before this one. Ivan's, proxy recommendations 2.0 or something like that. And you can check that out on my YouTube channel. And it talks about all this research that I did to find better proxies. I've done this like a few times, and it's really the same service that I was using before, actually, is what I came back to. But I'm kind of paying a little bit more, and basically they refresh every month, and I have more concurrent connections. So it pretty much means that I can run my proxies across multiple servers a lot more easily. So it's a little bit faster, and it just means like cleaner connections month to month. So it's just better. It's just better results overall, basically. Second point here, we've got 10 times the URLs with Yahoo scraping. So that's kind of like an estimate. It's not 10 times each and every time, but I did a week-long case study, really. I mean, not 24/7, but over the course of a week, I did a case study for the niche private injury lawyers because I had a customer who ordered for that niche. And for some reason in Bing, when I was trying, he didn't order the Bing scrape, which was the premium. It's the premium package scrape at the time. Um, uh, Basically, he ordered Yahoo. He ordered email verification, or not Yahoo. He ordered Yellow Pages directory scraping, email verification, and formatting. And so that's totally fine. Never been a problem with that. But then for some reason, I was trying to prepare him a bonus, a complimentary bonus for the Bing scrape, which I don't always do. But I just figured, hey, what the heck? I had some servers open, and I just was trying to prepare a bonus. But I was really surprised to see Bing was rejecting a ton of those private injury lawyer queries, and I just sort of started to realize that with some niches, there's a much higher rate of rejection on some locations. And in some cases, like if we let's go to this search engine here. If I was to type in, not private injury lawyer, I don't know why I said private, personal injury lawyer, Fort Worth, Texas. This is how I do the searches in premium scrapes, right? Google screen. Wow, I've never seen that before. So this is evidently a big niche, right? And so apparently Google's paying attention now and doing some fancy stuff. But and I was doing this on Bing and having issues. And so for some cities with certain search engines, and certainly in Bing, they just won't let data center level proxies break through. It's a pain. And especially if you do, these kinds of things like phrase match, or if you do entitle, et cetera, et cetera. So in terms of like using search parameters for trying to, use them as footprints to identify sites in particular. And this is relevant because, I didn't even make this point. I need to make this point. Important point down here. I now do e-commerce scraping. So I was also this week vetting for e-commerce scraping, and I need to do footprints, and Bing was blocking 100% of the footprints for the e-commerce things that I was trying to do, which would be things like this cdn.shopify.com, and then something like wallets. It works the same between Bing and Yahoo and Google and things like that. But basically, when you put the footprint for the CDN in quotes or in brackets, or whatever, or in text type of parameter, you can use a number of footprints to do it. Then all the search engines are able to pick up on the CDN, which is used by all the popular e-commerce platforms, and you can use that in conjunction with a keyword, and basically that's something that I can do now. And then as I was trying to vet that process also for another customer, I was finding that Bing was blocking all of the searches that I was trying to do programmatically using the footprint method. So Bing just really, either it started cracking down, or I just started running into some blocks. So I did some tests on several different search engines that are kind of like lesser known, like search.com and Yahoo and Exalead and Goo and things like that. I actually tested a whole lot of other ones. I tested like a couple of dozen or something, and those are the only ones that kind of worked. But then Yahoo in particular has a 100% success rate so far. So it's been really fantastic. Hopefully I won't hit a wall with those, but I've got refreshes on my proxies now. I think it's going to be fine. And if I hit issues, then obviously I will adjust. But basically, for the searches and the tests that I've been doing, I'm getting like manifold more URLs. There's 0 blank spots. So Yahoo's been just really great for that purpose recently. So again, that just means more URLs, which is more opportunities to scrape for emails, to scrape for phone numbers, just better results basically. And especially since that now I've got 10 times better targeting. So the targeting in the past was 5K cities, the top 5,000 cities by population in the United States, and then the top 100 results for the search engine. And I think that works fine for a number of things, but I have had a couple of you repeat customers, make some complaints about some muddiness. Now this is nothing to do with the directory scraping or yellow page scraping. This has to do with premium, the premium package where I was scraping Bing. So now it's scraping Yahoo. And so this is all to do with the premium package right here in terms of the targeting. And there was muddier results apparently. And so there was a couple of weeks back, I think, that I really worked on that, or it may have been a month ago. But not all my repeat customers are aware of this huge improvement to the system, and that's just with that I'm not targeting 5K and the top 100 results anymore. Now I've expanded the city list to 40K, so it's much larger. And actually, let's see here, times 10. So yeah, it's about 10 times better. Much larger net. So basically, I expanded the net significantly. And then I reduced the number of results. So we have a much bigger area of effect, but then in that area of effect, we target a much more relevant band of those results. So the number of results is per search. So every time you search for something, you get these pagination down here of the number of results, and every page is 10 results, and between the search, all the popular search engines. So the top 30 results is the top 3 pages basically. And this has been working a lot better. All the customers that I've run these jobs for, I've run the jobs, kind of multiple times to make sure that they're happy and they're able to see quality. So I've vetted it straight from you guys, straight from some of you repeat customers. Some of the most significant ones were real estate that I vetted that process with, and then it was another customer that I can't actually remember what his niche was off the top of my head, but I vetted across a few different niches and, did some complimentary extra scrapes for them to, just really make sure that the process was down and perfected. And this is a lot better. Now, there is a step further, but that it's not something that I'm offering as an upsell or offering, at face value right now, but I want you to be aware of it. And that's something that I'm calling keyword filtering. So basically, I could do 40,000 locations with 100 results, and then we could just filter the keywords by, a particular term for your niche. So with personal injury lawyers, for example, we could then filter the list of URLs that are returned by just the word law or the word injury or INJ. And then you get a really much more filtered and narrow list of opportunities so that, things don't creep through that are not, topical. But then your net is just gigantic. The concern there is that now that the number of URLs is 100% pure, it's actually taking extra time to scrape the URL list, whereas the majority of the time for the Bing scrape is actually to scrape the emails. For some reason, phone numbers are really fast. URLs are typically fast, but then the emails take forever because I think the rejects in terms of, the footprints for those emails is more complex and takes a minute for a piece of software to look through page source and to find those footprints for the emails. Anyways, so I just wanted to make you aware of keyword filtering because that's an opportunity to just get, if you specify based on these criteria here, and then you say, I want keyword filtering, then we can get you this huge list that's really keyword niche relevant, right? But at the same time, it's dangerous because some niches, like I'm doing a property management scrape at this moment for a repeat client. And in his niche, I was considering maybe just doing keyword filtering to see, if that would be good. But the problem is that real estate people, they label themselves differently at times. Some people just have their name. Some people put real estate. Some people, put property management. There's just too many keyword variations. So it doesn't work well for every niche. And that's why this is kind of the default is 40,000 locations and 30 results. And by the way, kind of getting ahead of myself, but oh, sorry. Apparently I'm missing something. Oh, no, it's here. My bad. The United Kingdom. So I'm now able to scrape. We'll kind of move on to the next point here because I know I'm rambling a bit. But I'm now able to scrape in the United Kingdom, and this is by popular request, basically, because there's several of you guys who are in the UK and making requests for the US and also making requests for the UK. So I now have proxies to scrape the UK, but there's just not nearly as many results. I scrape for the directory standpoint. I scraped from the base gig at $5. I'm scraping Yell.com, which is basically the Yellow Pages equivalent for the United Kingdom. But the number of results is just not nearly as high as it is over at yellowpages.com. And so really, if you're looking to scrape from the UK, I recommend that you do the major search engine scrape, do the Yahoo scraping package at the premium. It's a premium package so that we can get you, a lot more results. And I've done some tests, and I did a scrape for a customer who made the request, and it works just fine. I was able to get a pretty good amount of information and really refine this process. So I now maintain about 100 proxies for the UK. So it's not nearly as much as the US, but it's enough to probably satisfy your requirements. And in conjunction with, this city list here. So I have about 43,000 cities for the United States that I use to do the premium scrape. And I actually purchased a premium list for the United Kingdom. It's kind of expensive, unfortunately, but hopefully it'll pay off. And this list is about, I want to say it's 49,000 cities, towns, and villages in the United Kingdom. So it's very, very, very thorough. And I've run some tests with this, and I've got my format stuff ready to go to make this work. So got this here for the US, got this for the United Kingdom. Just wanted to make you aware of that. At the premium package, So email verification has been improved. This is not in terms of improvement in the quality. The quality is basically perfect. It's like 99% plus to the premium service that I vetted against debounds. And the process is essentially perfect. So if you've been getting this, or then you've been getting the high quality stuff. If you're not aware of it, now you know. What's been improved is my ability to manage email verification orders, requests. The underlying infrastructure has been significantly improved. I used to just have like one server running it, and I would have to run this instance of it in this server, and basically I figured out how to run multiple instances in a single server and not tax system resource. Basically, it just means that I can now run a lot of email verification orders. I can technically scale and run more email verification now than I can actually the scraping. So this is awesome, just in terms of infrastructural capability to do email verification. Use case based formatting. So when you make new orders now, you may notice that the I've changed some of the criteria and the wording. I've added more boxes so that you can give more feedback and more instructions, and I can have more information to do a better job with how I'm preparing the orders. This has been difficult for me because there's several use cases, basically, and on average. Most common ones being Facebook custom audiences, and then cold email. But I do get a few other use case requests, and then sometimes people are really picky and specific about getting the business name and all this different stuff in column formatting. Whereas with, say, Facebook custom audience, for example, they don't need any of that information. They just need the emails or just the phone numbers. They need them formatted. So I've added instructions so that you guys can give me more use case based formatting instructions. If you order above $25, then I will do custom use case based formatting for your order. If you order $5, I can't do a bunch of manual work for $5. I basically, the point of that is to just give you data. But I just wanted to mention this. So this is a neat thing. Anywho. And if you let me know exactly what you need, then it just makes the file formats more organized. And I know sometimes I send you guys like a zip file with like a dozen different files that are basically used in the process of creating all this information, and it can be confusing. And so if you just tell me, hey, Ivan, I just need the list of the emails, just the emails, and hey, I need a list of the phone numbers, and I need them in EIN, format, then that makes my job a ton easier. It makes it so that you only need like 2 files, and it's not so confusing. So, okay. Last one, e-commerce scraping. I talked about this earlier. I'm pretty excited about this, actually, because this is requested by actually a couple of clients have asked about this. It took me a minute to figure this out, and a part of it was, the search engine. So now that we've got a better major search engine to pull from, that's a lot easier to handle. I've done some tests, and it's actually really surprising how well the footprints work in Yahoo, for example, because I've gone 5-7 pages plus deep, and all the results I'm getting are e-commerce related. So let's actually do a test here so I can show you. Let's go to Yahoo. Never thought I'd be using yahoo.com, but it's got a purpose. So let's do cdn.shopify.com, and then let's do just toys. And so you can get real specific with your keywords. This is a case. Now you have to order the premium package in order for me to do this, because I have to like grab all these footprints for like Shopify, BigCommerce, Magento, or whatever, and all the I need to like make a list of like e-commerce platforms, because that's basically going to be the power. We can't do city mashing here because it's, e-commerce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a comprehensive list of a whole bunch of different e-commerce platforms, and then we're just going to scrape 1,000 pages deep if we can. Just get as many of them as we can. So basically, check this out. I just put in the footprint and toys, and if we go to any of these, here's IQ toy. Let's then go down, say 5 pages deep. Let's just pick a random one. Cleeks wooden toys. Let's then go. Let's see if we can go to page 9 here, and let's go. Well, that's just Shopify.com. That's obvious. Let's try Toy Santa or Katie's bumpers, and then let's go. Let's just keep going. Let's wonder how low this goes. Let's go to page 15. So this is pretty deep. Soft plush stuffed toy car pillow. And it's crazy how topical this stuff is 15 pages deep, because the footprint is working. So check this out. If we go to right click, view page source, and we look for Shopify, it's right there. So there's cdn.shopify. It's on the Shopify CDN. So that's a Shopify site. Let's go to this Cleeks Wooden Toys. There's the Shopify CDN. So again, it's a Shopify site. Here's Toy Santa. There's the Shopify CDN. That's a Shopify site. So that was like page 7. This is page 9, I think. There's a Shopify site. This is like page 15, right? Oh, there it is. It's over here. I didn't see it. So that's a Shopify site too. I mean, and that's just kind of surprising, like amazing that we're just getting that many results, that many sites, that deep. And the footprint is just working really well. So as I find other footprints for other platforms, we can just combine them with basic terms like toys, and you can even get a little more specific, like, wooden toys like that one we saw, or toys for boys, or toys for girls, or toys for toddlers. You can get, that's a point when you guys can actually, normally, like I'm saying, like only give me one keyword, but this is a case where I can say, hey, maybe you can give me a few keywords and I can combine them with the top, 10 footprints or something. I might have to make this a gig upsell. Like I might have to make this, I don't know. I'll have to, so far right now, I'm just like making you guys aware of it, that you can order this with the premium package, but it might be better to just make this a gig extra and just have it priced, fully into the gig extra. I don't know. For now, it's a premium package. I need to articulate it actually somewhere in the copy so that people can be aware of it. But yeah, basically we can scrape a ton of URLs from these platforms and then grab the emails. So because the email scraping is based on regular expression, so it just looks for the formatting and the phone numbers. I'm really excited about this because I think this is going to be a killer method. But I'm sorry I took so long to rant about these improvements and explain these things to you guys. I just really am excited about all these improvements that I've been making. I wanted to show you guys everything because now, it almost can't get much better. It's going to be a while before I improve it, markedly again. So the improvements I make will probably have to do with, the e-commerce scraping and the methodology more than the underlying infrastructure, because now the infrastructure is really powerful, and just like a whole other level of power. So that's pretty much it, guys. I really appreciate your time. Like, comment, and subscribe on my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my SendFox mailing list so you can get updated to some of these these improvements to my services, and I will catch you in your next order. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.